Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Richard Wilson, and I'm gonna take you on how to do figure separation and dodge and burn using Photoshop. Um, so after removing a little bit of blemishes on our skin, this is the before, after. She doesn't have a lot of blemishes on her skin though. So what I'm gonna do now is to match the layers, match down. If you use a 2 gig laptop like mine, I use a 2 gig RAM laptop, so it slows my Photoshop and sometimes causes to crash. So if you are in the same situation as mine, you have to always merge your layers together so you won't have your Photoshop crash in the middle of work. So once it crash, you lose a lot of data. But if you use a 4 gig RAM, 8 gig RAM, 16 gig RAM laptop or desktop, then there's no need to match down your layers because you have a lot of um, RAM to work with. Sorry, that came up. So I'm gonna duplicate my background layers. So layer one and layer one copy. So switch off the layer one copy, click on layer one. Now we're on frequency separation. So blur, Gaussian blur. If you know how to calculate these numbers well, go ahead and calculate, but I don't really know how to calculate this, so I use the default 8.2 and it really works for me. But if you know how to calculate the numbers, good luck. Click on OK. Okay, on your layer one copy. So in this frequency separation, you have to be really careful. So what I'm gonna do now is to go to my apply image. Okay, let me check. Okay, it is on. So apply image, merge layer one, which is the color layer. Change your blending mode from multiply to subtract. For the sake of you that just installed Photoshop on your laptop and doesn't know how to calculate it, put your scale on 1 and your offset on your scale on 2 and your offset on 1 to 8. Don't mind me. So the reason why you put your scale on 2 and offset on 1 to 8 is to get this gray whatever on your layer. So you have to make it sharp, like how you do on iPad, same on the apply image. So to get a sharper image, so click on OK, and from normal to inner light to gain your texture back. So group the two layers together. There's no big difference because I haven't done anything. So click on your layer one, zoom in, and do not zoom in like a lot, because if you do, you won't be able to see your shadows and your highlights to blend well. Like you won't be able to see them, but you have to just make sure you just zoom to reach a percent where you can see the face and won't give you a problem. Like select a mixer brush. Some put their mixer brush in the brush too, but mine is here and I intentionally put it there so to differentiate between them. So and mind you, don't blend like you just wanna blend like an amateur. Oh, sorry, don't mind me. Switch off your sample layers. In finger separation, there are two methods I know in smoothing the skin. One, you create a layer two and switch off your texture layer, which is layer one copy. You switch it off and then click on sample all layers. And this method is also cool, but I don't really like it. And blend, mind you, switch off your texture layer, so switch it on back before and after, but I don't really like this method, so I use my own method. Switch off my sample all layers, select my brush, and then I blend. And mind you, don't just blend, don't blend the sorry about that, don't blend the highlight into the shadows like this. Let me show you the before and the after. Before and after, you see how it changed the skin texture, the skin shape. So you just have to undo that. Mind you, you don't just blend like you want to blend. Undo that. So click on your color layer and blend the shadows together. You have to blend them well, like professionally. Blend the shadows like this. So you also blend the highlights into the highlights, not highlights into the shadows. You blend highlights into highlights. You don't brush nose bridge like you want to brush. You just have to brush a little bit, just like this. Let me show you what we've done so far before, after, So you continue blending. You blend the shadows into the shadows, not highlighting the shadows, shadows into shadows. And make sure you make your brush bigger enough to blend the shadows together, so you won't have all this half blended and half non-blended shadows. So you have to blend. And for the highlights, let me mark out the highlights for you to show you where the highlight is. So this is the highlight under the eyes and this. So I want to blend the highlights without touching the shadows. So you just have to watch me do it without blending it into the shadows. Zoom in a bit to see it clearer, and select your mixer brush tool again. Then blend highlight into highlights. Never be scared of blending the skin. If you are scared of blending the skin, then it will come out whack. So blend the shadows into that shadows, highlight into highlights. Same thing goes here. Remember, blend shadows with shadows, not highlights with shadows. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce earlier. This image was gotten from Fred Short It. His Instagram handle is at Fred_Short It. The Short It is together. So blend the highlights. Blend the shadows with the shadows and the highlights with the highlights. Some said this under parts give them a problem, like they don't really know how to blend the highlights. So you have to blend the highlights separately, like this. You only have to blend it separately and put in a little bit of shadow to make it look real. A little bit of shadow, yeah, like this. You should also brush the sides of the image. You brush that down, but for the sake of the tutorial time, because I'm given a limited time here where I am, so I just have to brush everything. But you should blend it before and after. Before, after. You see how smooth it is? Wow, very smooth. Some said they will have to deliver it like this, but no, you have to color grade and do dodge and bone. But if you're fine with it, it's okay, and your client did not complain about it. Before and after. Now close the frequency separation layer, and now we're gonna go to dodge and bone. This I did my dodge and bone. New curves layer, bring it down from the middle, bring it down. Yeah, okay, this okay. And invert the layer mask, rename it bone. Oh, sorry, bone. Create a new curves layer, bring it up a bit, rename it dodge. And then invert the marks. Remember, if you want to marks, okay, group it and then name it dodge and B, which D and B, dodge and bang. Yeah. So open. Okay, before that, match the frequency separation layer for those who use a 2 gig laptop like mine, a 2 gig RAM laptop like mine. Match it down because you have to sharpen it. So create a new layer, like duplicate it. Go to your image, sorry, adjustment, desaturate. So you go to your filter, other high pass. High pass, you have to be very careful with high pass because it's a very powerful filter to sharpen your image. So I have to use 0.5, sorry, 0.7 we do here, 0.7. Okay. Change your blending mode to linear, vivid light, sorry, vivid light. Let me zoom in for you to see the before and after. Before, after, before, after. It's not compulsory. It's compulsory you see the what are you calling it? The effects. So you just have to match it down and close the group. And then come to your dodge and bone. Zoom it out a bit. So you have to create a black and white layer for you to see the highlights and shadows clearer. So you just have to create it and then bring down your reds a little bit and your yellows a little bit. So you can see the highlights and shadows. Then come to your dodge layer. Select your brush tool. The opacity should be 100 while the flow should be 1. Sorry, always remember white reveals why black eyed, so switch to white because you want to reveal the highlights. And then paint. Like this, before, after. Bring paint your nose bridge. Paint, paint, paint. You reveal the highlights like this. Before, after. Before, after. Let me switch off the black and white layers. So before, after. Now we have to burn. You have to burn carefully because you're burning the shadows, and make sure you make your brush bigger to burn the shadows. So don't make your brush smaller so you won't have a half burned shadows while the other shadows will be lighter than the others. So you just have to make your brush bigger and then burn your shadows. Burn the nose sides, there are always shadows there. Under the nose there are always shadows. So I found some highlights on beside the nose bridge, so just review them. And then darken the shadows well. So before and after, switch off the black and white layer, close the dodge and burn layer, before, after, before, after, before, after, and that's about frequency separation and dodge and burn. Once again, my name is Richard Wilson. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications anytime I post a new video. Thank you very much.